Preeti. I'm a consultant at Septis and I'll be coordinating this webinar. For today, in this live webinar, we will discuss the power of two and how effectively you can manage your files or documents in external storage rather than in Salesforce. What is this power of two? I would call this is a 360-degree of file management. Curious? I'm sure you are. Our goal is to make sure you understand how you can get rid of your file management problem with Salesforce after this webinar. To discuss this and share with you more insights, let me invite my colleague Santosh, our product consultant.
Hey, hi Priti. Hello everyone and welcome to today's webinar. My name is Santosh and I'm a product consultant for X-Files Pro. I'll walk you through the file management solution in detail. And yes, I'll make sure that you will have a lot of insights in how you can manage your Salesforce file at the end of this session. Over to you, Priti.
Thank you so much, Santosh, for the quick introduction. With this, we'll move with our expertise, wherein I'll speak about the data management suite that we have. We have multiple products like Data Archiver, Data Connectiva, which are the data archiving solutions that we provide. Data backup is, of course, the backup tool. You can also call this as backup and recovery tool. Xfiles Pro is file management tool, and the DocuPrime is the document generation tool for Salesforce. As you see, for Salesforce, data and files are two different things. Hence, we have two different products for that. I'm all excited now, and I'm sure you all are. Can't wait to get started. Before that, if you have any questions during the presentation, please type them into the Q&A box, and I'll bring them up during the presentation. And we will also have the time dedicated to answer your questions at the end. Let's now begin with the agenda for this webinar. Automation in Salesforce file and document. We will share insights of how you can manage your entire file journey in Salesforce automatically. Salesforce file management with Xfiles Pro. With this, we will also focus on how the application helps you move your files from Salesforce to external storage and manage them without losing the user experience since they can be viewed in Salesforce. Moving on, we have the objective named document generation with DocuPrime. Believe me, this is one of the biggest challenges Salesforce users face. So here we will look at how you can generate template-based documents that not only increase your team's productivity but also save you a lot of time and resources by eliminating any manual intervention. Last but not the least, we have document generation with auto external storage, automatic external storage. Now, if you remember, I was speaking about the power of two. This is the power of two. How the generated documents will be automatically moved to your preferred external storage, and how this will help you collaborate and reduce your Salesforce file storage costs. Okay. So with this, we will follow with the live demonstration at the end. And I would like to call my colleague, and I would like to welcome him to share his insights. So Santosh, can you take it over?
Thank you, Priti. Without taking much of your time, let's dive right into the webinar. Right? And what is required for you to automate your complete file management in Salesforce? One is file management, and another one is document generation. This is what we are calling it as a power of two. You got it right? Yeah. So we'll look at the document generation later. For now, we'll discuss how you can manage your files in Salesforce using your application X Files Pro. Okay. So what is X Files Pro? X Files Pro can help you to transfer your files from the Salesforce storage to the external storage. So let's look at the capabilities of X Files Pro. So as you might have using some Salesforce products like Salesforce Cloud, Sales Cloud, Marketing Cloud, or you might have using some third-party application from the App Exchange or custom apps which are built in Force.com, and you might have using that Salesforce One mobile application. So these particular tools are generating lots of files in day-to-day business process, and those files are residing in your Salesforce storage. So what is the challenge right now? The first and foremost challenge is the folder structure. You don't have a proper folder structure inside your Salesforce. And as the file collaboration concern is not possible, this is the biggest challenge right now. You cannot collab the particular file with your internal or external users. Now X-Files will come into the picture. Using X-Files Pro, you will have a proper folder structure and you can collaborate with your internal and external user. So now I'm going to explain you an effective, very awesome feature of X-Files Pro. That is folder sync feature. Let us take an example. If you are new to the Salesforce and all your files are residing in the external storage, so using X-Files Pro, you can sync those files to the Salesforce record. Isn't it awesome? Right? So next feature is export utility. So suppose you have an existing file in Salesforce and you want to move those files from the Salesforce storage to the external storage. That's possible with the help of export utility tool. You can upload terabytes of files, which are legacy files, which are in the Salesforce, and it can be transferred to the external storage. So this will save a huge time and effort in migrating those legacy files to the external storage. Now we have a very good feature like template folder. Like I can give an example. Let's if you have a use case like in every new record, the subfolder automatically the subfolder will be created in a particular record. So that can be possible using our template folder feature of Express Pro. So by the way, the end user can view and preview the files inside the Salesforce. And the beauty of the product is it's both for standard users and community users. You might have called this is a complete automation of Salesforce, right? Yeah. So, uh, Preeti, next slide. So, not this is not just automation. Xfiles Pro supports multiple cloud as well as on-premises storage. So, Xfiles Pro support Google Drive, OneDrive, SharePoint, and AWS S3. So, yeah, if you are a Microsoft company, then you can use our SharePoint or OneDrive integration. And if you are a Google, if you are using Google Cloud, then you can definitely integrate with Google Drive. So any cloud you bring it, we can integrate with. Right? So let me give you an insight of Express Pro in numbers and how it is the number one application, the number one file management application in Salesforce. Yeah, we have if 400 plus customers worldwide, including Fortune 500 companies and market leaders from various industry and verticals. We have 60 plus reviews, all are 5-star rated and oldest and greatest with 8 plus years of success in app exchange. Hope you made up your mind to explore Xfiles Pro. Okay. But hold on, Xfiles Pro is bringing the power of two, the 360 way of file management and complete file automation in Salesforce. To talk more on this, I'll invite Preeti on the stage. Preeti, over to you.
Thank you so much, Santosh. We have this new solution, DocuPrime. You can go to the App Exchange to download and use the solution, and that we have launched that can fantastically help you reduce your manual work, eradicate your manual errors or human errors that you see when creating multiple document templates like codes, contracts, and HR document templates like offer letters. All of these things can be done with DocuPrime. So it's a native 360-degree document generation application that is built on top of Salesforce. This is our latest offering that will help many of our customers eradicate the challenge they have with their document generation. Coming to the next generation capabilities that DocuPrime brings, it's like this. Besides the document generation that we are talking about, where you fill in the record fields on a predefined template that you have created for your company, it also helps you give multiple versions and manage multiple templates for the same object. You can control which users have access to which template, which companies or which group of users I would say have access to it. So those are some of the things that you can really manage or control. In terms of document preview, of course, these documents are attached to the Salesforce and you can view them. But when you say document review, we have created a rendering tool for the administrator. We have a panel for the administrator where the document they are working on can be easily managed in real time and they can understand if they are taking the data correctly. We have a live stream for testing before the administrator even publishes the document to the end users. Coming to the document automation, there are multiple automations that are involved in a generated document. Sometimes you want to automate the generation of the document, maybe on a click, sometimes on certain triggers. For example, if the status of the lead changes in this, then create the document and automatically send the email to the end user, which is basically a business flow, I would say, and it's completely automated. That's pretty much we speak about the document automation altogether. Now, moving on, the DocuPrime solution is also supported by workflows and Lightning workflows. And we are getting to the most necessary feature that people talk about, which is that every time they use a document to write a contract, they want electronic signature template. So we have also introduced e-signature with DocuPrime, which allows you to send documents directly for signature to your customers or users who are outside of your Salesforce ecosystem, and you will be ready to receive payment directly. So these are just a few of the capabilities that DocuPrime brings to the table, and we offer you this 360-degree view of DocuPrime to get to the point that it's one-stop solution for all your business document needs. All right. So DocuPrime as a file generation solution is also used across all business functions in an organization. So when we talk about business functions, some of our customers who manage the sales vertically, their human resources or their finances or even print suppliers use this solution. So DocuPrime is helping companies in a fantastic way by reducing costs and providing a great return on investment in terms of time saving and process simplification. DocuPrime is a file generator or an application that generates documents in PDF, Excel, PPT, or Word format built on top of Salesforce. So if you actually look at this, DocuPrime is just one solution for all document generation needs for any business function. Any business functions, by this I actually mean like professional services for documents like lawyer, CA, CFO, HR and recruitment like offer letter, increment letter, experience letter, and sales like MSA, NDA, contract, quote, order, or invoice. All right. So the document generation tool creates files which resides in your notes and attachments section, which occupies the file storage within the Salesforce. Hence, I would like to introduce you to the product that that my colleague Santosh was speaking about, which is nothing but the X Files Pro. And here we were speaking about the power of two, the twin power. That is, so X Files Pro is a file management solution, and with this tool you can push the files in your file storage within Salesforce to your desired external storage, which can be SharePoint, Amazon S3, Google Drive, OneDrive, or on premises as per your need. So now we will watch a live demo of how this is possible. All right. I've already installed DocuPrime in my Salesforce org, in which I have two different tabs. One of the tabs is document templates, in which you can create your own templates. Okay, and the template designer tab is the one where you can use your existing templates instead of reworking it. You can use the existing templates that you already have for any business functions. Okay, so let me speak about both of this as to how you would create the template first, and how would you actually generate the document. Okay, so the looking at this, I've already created a few templates, so I'll just show that to you. So how are we using that particular templates? So you can actually create a new one as well, but then as we already have that for you, I'll just quickly explain that to you. Within document templates, as we were speaking, this is a native document generation tool. You can create the template within the Salesforce. So so you do not have to get the document from anywhere else, but then you're creating within the Salesforce itself. So once you have clicked on this, you see you can give the name of the template, you can give the department, you can give the template category, and you can allow to attach this as PDF to record. and send as an email attachment and make this particular template as active to generate the document in future for any specific object that is given. So you can choose a object, you can choose any object. For now I have chosen a standard object which is account, or you can choose opportunity or any other object of your choice. As soon as you choose the object, there the record type is taken automatically, and we just have a default template type for the template creation, which is web. Okay. And the rest of the things, if you see business unit and page size, you can give anything of your choice. You can why, because these are the pick list, and you can choose to give anything as per your requirement, as per your need. Once all of these things are given along with the description as per your choice, you can click on save. This is a save button. And just besides the save button on the left hand side, you see there's a box which is a toggle button, I would say. And once you click on the toggle button, you can scroll this to the bottom, and you see that you get an option to add sections. So when you click on this button, which is add section, you can add any number of sections. Okay. And you can order it as per your as per your need. You do not really have to follow the order, which is 1, 2, and 3, but then you can follow any order and just give the number here, and it will follow accordingly and give you the output according to the number. Now along with that, you can choose to give anything as per your understanding, which is the section name and the content type. The content type can be anything from body, header, footer, page break, blank page, related records, and custom content. Okay, so here, if you see, you can also enable to choose a landscape layout. Other than that, if you look at the designing part of the template, while you're creating the template, you can choose any font style. You can give the sizes. You can color it. You can choose to do make the content as a bold, italic, underline. You can give the pointers. You can indent it, outdent it, center align, left align, right align it, insert any links, and add any images. So basically, you get these kind of features to create the templates. So not only the designing part, but yes, the major part that we are looking at with the document creation is to fetch data, is to pull data from Salesforce record, the record that has been passed. Okay. So to pass the parameters, we need to follow the syntax. To give the syntax, we need to use the square brackets. So against the name, so anything that you give as a field, you just name it here, and then you give the square brackets. So this is how you pass the parameters. So I have actually given name, address, and phone for now. And as soon as you give these kind of parameters, I would say these kind of parameters that is passed, automatically the system will ask you these details. If you scroll down, if you see, as I have given the name, you will have to give the name as field name for your understanding, and the field type, as the name is going to be a string, I'm going to choose a field type as string. But then if this field name is a number, is a phone number, then you will choose a number, or anything which if it is a date, then you will choose the field type as date. So anything from this which is applicable to the field, you will be choosing the field type and passing the reference field so that it fetches these particular parameters, fetches the data. Similarly, I have given the data for address, which is for field no, for address, field type is text area, and reference field is going to be from the object, which is I have given the object as account, so account dot billing street, wherein it'll take the address. And similarly, the phone with the field type as number and reference field as account dot phone. So I've added three sections here, wherein the second section is the page break, and the third section is about is with the content type body, where I've also added an image to give you a standard template look that yes, we support. We with our solution DocuPrime supports these kind of features and designing of the template. So for the admin, even before he publishes it, while he is actually creating the template, he can have a standard view. So this is a complete view of all the sections which is added together to have a standard view, and the parameters which has been passed. But then there is no updated or pre-filled from the Salesforce record, I would say. For which here to have the live there's a advantage for the admin now even before publishing it to the end user is he can check if it is really working. So now I'm going to pass one record. So I'm passing this record, and this is a standard view which I clicked on, but then this is the live view, wherein once I have passed the record, I'll click on this and it will try to fetch the data from the Salesforce record that I have passed. So now it has been updated and we can close this. So this was all about how we can create the template. Now we will also look into how we can use a template which is already existing. Okay, so any existing template, if you do not want to rework it again, and really want to save your time, you can just create a template from here. You can click on new and you can do it, but then I already have it, so I'm just showing it to you. So I'm just going to show this in a DocuPrime code. But even before I show the output of this, I would like to show you what exactly the template is about. So this is a template exactly, wherein you can actually use this template in which I have these fields which is proposed by date and reference number, for which I have passed the parameters. Okay, and the second, if I actually look at the second slide, this slide is actually pulling data from multiple objects. It is not one single object, but then it is pulling data, and it will try to render, and it will try to show you how is it pulling the data even after giving two different objects. So that is one of the things that I also one of the use cases that I'm also going to show it to you. And you can actually look at this document. This is not created by me, why? Because this is I would say it's a complex template, and I actually took help from the marketing team to create this. And this would not be possible with the Salesforce features that we currently have to create this kind of a template. So with these kind of templates, yes, we do have an option to upload it. So once you upload it, you can preview it. The admin can actually preview it. But if you see here, I do not have any fields along with the data that has been pulled from the Salesforce. To get that, we need to pass, we actually need to pass a record. Okay. So this record is been passed now, and now again I'll click on preview. Now here, if you look at it, whatever fields that we have for which we have passed the parameters, all of those fields will be updated here with the data which has been fetched from this particular record. Okay. Now this can also be rendered to check if the document is being updated. So we'll have a quick look as to how is that possible. So if you see, the document that was uploaded in this has been now updated against these fields, which is proposed by date, reference number. Okay, and in the second one, it is pulling data from two different objects. So even this is done. Okay, so from here, the advantage that you have is that you can download the file from here directly. You can also do that. Eitherwise, you can go to the specific record and generate the document. So let me quickly show you how do you generate the document. We have just understood how do we create your own document within the Salesforce, and we have understood if you have an existing document, how do you upload it, and upload it with the parameters, obviously, and have that template created using template designer. So with these two features, now the records for the end users, so this was just the admin play, but the end users play is something that we will look at right now. Okay, so the end user here is going to look at so I'm just going to look at this particular record, Roy, and I will click on generate document. So if you check here in the generate document, this uh, this button is something that needs to be fixed and needs to be present in your page layout, for which we have our implementation team who can help you with it. So you really do not have to worry about that. And we were actually looking at the business process manual template, which is active to be generated now. So I have selected that particular template, and I'll click on next. and I'll click on finish. Okay. With this, now I'll just refresh this and scroll it to the bottom wherein you see I have just created this and this has been attached in the notes and attachments section automatically. Okay. So this is done automatically on a record level. But this is not something that you can just do on a record level. You can actually choose a couple of records in this list view. Okay. And you can send a bulk document generation as well, which you can call this as a list document generation. And here you also get an option to choose the particular document and click on particular document. I'm choosing business process manual here and click on next. And all these four documents, if you click on any of them, you will actually find that in the notes and attachments, this particular document is being generated and is being attached as well. So I actually chose Roy, Brian 2, Boris, and Mark 1. So we'll just check in this in the notes and attachments section now. So in the notes and attachment section, if you see August 11th, this has been attached. Similarly, with one more, we will just look at it. And here in the notes and attachments, it's again attached. Okay. So you can do the bulk generation of the documents as well. And it's the same thing same thing with the opportunities also, I would say. You can just go to that particular opportunity and click on this document, which is generate document, and you can select the document. So here the document would be DocuPrime code, why? Because we were using it for the opportunity, and we have used an existing template, which is rich in feature, I would say, is something that the marketing team has helped us. So that's a complex document which is not possible with Salesforce features. So I would just click on generate document and click on finish. So with this, we'll just scroll, and here you'll be able to see in the notes and attachments that we have already attached DocuPrime code. Okay. So this is how it works. And similarly, this also works for the bulk document generation. So you can select the records and you can just click on generate documents and select the template and click on finish. So here you can just select and click on next. And similarly, it will work for bulk document generation as well. With this, I have Santosh who's going to explain about the X Files Pro, wherein we are speaking about the twin power. So how the
Yeah,
X Files Pro can help you is something that Santosh will let you know.
yeah. Thank you so much, Priti. So yeah, so already absolutely the DocuPrime will generate the files and it will save it in the notes and attachment section of the Salesforce. Now we are speaking about the power of two, right? So from the notes and attachment section, we can push the file to the external drive like SharePoint using X Files component, right? So yeah, so using our Expense Pro component, we can transfer this file to the SharePoint. So we have uploaded a particular file manually. So we can push the particular file from notes and attachment section to the Bison component, right? So yeah, Priti, you can go to more and open SharePoint directly. Yeah. So as you can see, the original file is residing inside the SharePoint, and you are just accessing the link or shell of the file. Okay. So yeah, I already told you that you will have a very good folder structure. Like you can see account, the name of the record and opportunity, and DocuPrime 1 is the any kind of folder structure you want, any parent or child relationship folder structure you want, we are able to do it, right? And yeah, Priti, can you go to Salesforce again? Yeah.
Yep.
So if your user want to view or preview the file, right? So just they have to Priti, you can go to list component. Yeah, just a click of a button. Can you click on it? Yeah, the end user able to view the file inside the Salesforce. As you can see, they can able to view it. So, right. So the thing is, that's why we called as it's a it's a
The twin.
like a twin. Yeah. So yeah, over to you, Priti.
Yeah. So with this, we understand the power of two, I would say. And yes, last but not the least, but this is the most important thing that I would like to show, which is sending for e-signature, e-sign. Okay. So once we actually have a business flow that needs to be created, and this will be taken care about by our technical and the implementation team along with the support team who's going to help you with it. We have the integration, we have this feature called e-signature, which has been supported by by DocuPrime. So any popular e-signatures that you are using, we can integrate it with DocuPrime. And yes, you can send these particular documents to your customers via email, and once they have completed the signature, it will replace that particular document which is being signed in the notes and attachments with the signed ones. The document will be replaced with the signed document, so that is easily accessible for you. So now, for now, I'm actually selecting this e-signature document, wherein I'll be giving the recipient name, and I'll be choosing the email address where I actually want to send this email, and I'll click on next. And with this, it'll take some time wherein I'll receive an email. Here, this is the kind of an email that I'm going to receive, wherein you'll see the digital signature request is been received, the sender organization name, when does it exactly expire, and what is the message. When I click on this start signing, here you'll find the document information, wherein you click on to proceed the document. You will have to check this box, agree and continue, and then you will find this with the signature. Okay, so here you can actually give the name. Okay, so I'm just giving my name. So you can choose any style of your name, and you can click on OK. Either you can choose to do this, either you can choose to draw, or you can take a piece of paper. You can do your signature, take a picture, and you can upload it as well. So for now, this is how it works. I'm not doing it right away. Why? Because for each and every signature, it's going to cost some amount. So I'm just not doing it right away. For you to understand how it exactly works, it's something that I wanted to show you. So this is the part about the e-signature. Now, once the signature is done, here in the notes and attachments, this particular document will be replaced with the document which is signed. Okay. And also, as Santosh has already explained, how X-Files Pro, with X-Files Pro, you can actually push this to your external
Yeah.
storage. This is
Yeah.
other advantage that you always have. So this is pretty much about the e-signature, I would say. Okay. And with this, we actually come to end of our live demonstration. Okay. And with this, we will also proceed with the questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with this, we will proceed with the questions. And we already have a lot of questions posted here. And let us take a few of them to answer in the limited time we have.
Yeah.
In the limited time we have. So I would request Santosh to answer this question from Raj.
Yeah.
What is the file size limit?
Okay, so thank you, Raz, for bringing this question. So, according to my understanding, you want to know the file size limit if you are uploading the files from Salesforce and using our component, right? So, yes, Salesforce has its own file size limit, but if you are uploading the file from the Xfiles Pro component, then uploads file size will be vary depending on the external storage. If you are external storage you are integrated, right? So for every each and every external storage will have a different file size. Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much, Santosh, for answering that. And we have a question from Kim. How can we create the template which we are using currently? So I'll answer this question for you, Kim. So as I already was showing you during the live demonstration, we actually have two different things. One being document templates in which you can create the documents from the scratch, and this is completely native to the Salesforce. But if you have an existing template, which is a pre-decided template for any business function, or if you really do not want to rework the template again for the existing templates that you have, you can use the template designer. You simply have an upload option. You can just upload it, and once you upload, you just need to give in the object. You need to actually select the object, and you need to pass the fields which you really want to dynamically update from the Salesforce record. So once you have given that, you can always have a preview of how those fields are being updated. So you can look at the preview and render it to check if it is really updating with the document. And yes, moving forward, you can generate the document, and if you also want any feature which is for e-signature to sending it to the client, you can also do that. So I hope this answers your question, Kim. So moving on, we have a question from uh, Tenessa, and the question is, how is the product priced? So let me give you an understanding of how the product is priced. So the first question again here from me would be, how many users are you looking for? And based on that, we can actually speak about a combined pricing of pricing of the products, that is X Files Pro along with DocuPrime. Or if you want it individually, we can speak about individual pricing of any specific solution that you want from us. And to give you more details, we can connect over the email, and I can give you the best pricing, and we can discuss more about how you exactly want to take it forward. If you really want to have a POC as well, we can do that, and then we can speak about the pricing as per your convenience. So I hope that answers your question, Tenessa. And we have
Lots of
a
questions.
question.
Yeah,
Yes.
we got so much
uh,
questions, but
Yeah, we actually have too many questions. So I would
yeah,
say we have answered some questions for now. We still have many questions for from other attendees. Unfortunately, we are not able to answer all questions, but at this time, due to the time constraints, but we will certainly respond you via email. However, I also request the attendees to actually email us at sales@xfilespro.com or sales@docuprime.io, and our team will be happy to connect with you to answer any questions in detail, while giving you the option to choose to have a demonstration with us to better understand and help you with your specific use case rather. And you can quickly note down the email addresses which is present on the screen. And well, with that, we come to the end of our session. This was really great. I hope we were able to add some value through, and you have something to take home. Thank you all. We appreciate your time and for being here. Thanks
thank
again
you,
for joining us today, and
thank
we
you.
shall see you the next time for another session. Bye bye. Have a
Bye
lovely
bye.
day ahead.